So we look at setup now. We're trying to get the arms to fall and feel a bit more kind of vertically down there.
Yeah.
Okay, with the drive, there's going to be a little bit of kind of outward lean, maybe more so with the irons and the wedges, you'd be probably more in that way. But we don't want to have it so it's almost a straight line like before. You had almost the arms, kind of almost a straight line with the golf club and they're reaching out and lifting it. And that just creates a lot of tension. And then when you got that there, you're kind of folding and fan the club back. This one here, now the hands can work back. Club's going back kind of on the target line. Top of the back swing now. We want to get that right elbow up onto that line. You're not far away there. It could go a smidgen higher. You're always going to be someone who's slightly on the flatter side of the golf swing. Justin Thomas is on the steeper side. Doesn't matter. As long as there's a window where you can be kind of between there and there, I suppose. If it's below that blue line down here, too low, too flat, probably going to get very whippy. If you get too high, obviously there's going to be another problem at the other end. But yeah. Now from there, once that club gets in a good spot, you put that bump of the hip to the left side. I just try and clear your body as fast as you can. Get out of the way. So there, impact there. Now you can see your lower half's kind of clearing. That shoulder now is starting to clear out of the way through impact. You're not stopping here and flipping it with your hands. You can release the body through cleanly, okay? Get that club over your left shoulder, right way around, and that ball fight you can just see there now, literally as straight as a die.
Yeah.
Down the range there with a good shot. Again, what it's trying to achieve is that you're going to get more control with your arms in the takeaway. So you're controlling the arm movement better rather than being locked and stiff. And then either going back that way, which is going to cause problems, or softening the wrist in the taker and the forearms folding down and under, which then causes that club, and you get your club way behind here somewhere. And now the club's too flat, and then you're either coming way on the inside and flipping it. One day you'll time it well, so the Friday when it's really good, you were just happen to time it really good. I'm not saying you're playing badly or getting lucky. It's just your abilities now are far better than they were, say, 5-6 years ago. Yeah, and you can kind of control the club better. So if it's slightly on the edge, like a driver driving a car in dodgy conditions. Someone who's really skilled at controlling a car could drive on icy roads and kind of control the car to some extent and just get around the track, but it's dodgy. Okay, doesn't take a lot then to be crashing into the barriers, okay? As opposed to being more, like I said, nice conditions, I can control the car better, I can go as fast as I want, and the car's under control at all times, rather than being out of control, but just managing to control it when you need to. So you hit some good shots and the ball's going straight. Then take out the golf course, and when there's a little bit of pressure, a little bit of an anxiety in terms of I don't want to miss the fairway right, I don't want to go left, don't do this, don't do that. That pressure sort of creates tension, you're a bit locked and stiff, can't effectively control the club as well, and then the snap up comes in. And once you get one, I know for a fact that when you start doing one of them, you'll probably start aiming a little bit further right, not necessarily consciously, but this will just happen in your head. You say, oh, I've sniped one way left, then you'll probably start swinging the club further behind you, then start trying to hold the club face off and stay back. Now you just get in this, all the club can really do now is go, doing. And once you're tense and stiff with your arms up here, the body now just can't get around the corner. The momentum of that golf is going to send the club around, and all you end up getting is basically a big sort of like looping kind of hooky shot to the left, and then the further left it goes, the further right you aim, and the further right you try and swing it. So if we can get that club working back more in front of you, with the arms controlling it better. If your arms are sort of too up here and stiff, you can't control your arms well, so just for the almost dropping down, it's not changing your distance from the golf ball, so to speak. It's just getting you into a better position to get your hands relaxing down, and then from there, I would practice that kind of takeaway where you're doing a few of these, okay? Just feel that right arm, not actively bending your right arm as such, but just feel that as you go back, your right arm is just going to soften. If we try and go back straight, you end up doing this with your shoulders really steep and stiff with the arm. There you go. Just feel almost like as if you're just taking the golf club back and softening the elbow. There you go. The elbow will soften as you go back. As the club goes back, it just creates a sort of a control with that with that club face, rather than fanning it and then having to re-release it. Yeah. So, okay, make sense?
Yeah.